wanted to, but life got in the way, and the kids had this thing, and somebody got sick, and I had overtime at work, and I really meant to, but I put it in the car, and I forgot it was in the car. Gosh, I'm sorry. Oh, no problem. Don't worry about it. When do you think you can see it for sure? For sure. Sometimes they'll say, yeah, maybe, I don't know, just, get back to me. They're vague. Here's what you do when they're vague. Listen, I don't want to waste your time. I don't want to waste my time. Just give me a time that you will have for sure seen it, and I don't care what that day is. Whatever that works for you. Yeah, I'm still, listen. Let's just be pros here. Which way you want to, either you're going to see it or you're not. If you're not going to see it, just say no, and then we can be done. No problem. So when do you think you see it for sure? For sure. They give you another date. So if I called you after that, you'll see it for sure, right? Yep. Same phone number? What time? All right, I got to go. Bye. You reset the appointment and you're done. Keep moving. Okay? If they say yes, we're going to talk about that in a minute. But before we talk about that, I want to talk about questions and objections, because this is where questions and objections tend to show up. They'll show up in lots of different parts of the presentation, questions and objections, but they tend to show up here. You ask somebody, did it make sense? What'd you like best? And they're like, and then the objection starts to show up. If you have a history that maybe isn't as stellar as you'd hope it would be, and some of the people that you're contacting know that, your objections will show up a little earlier. Objections are natural, first of all. Prospects want to sound smart. The reason they bring them up is they want to sound intelligent. It has very little to do with the actual concern. They just finished eating McDonald's, but they'll ask you, what are the ingredients in this product? They'll want to know. Do they really care? No, they're just, I need to say something to sound smart. Now, you can react either defensively or offensively, and both are wrong. If you act defensive, hey, these have been tested by everybody, and that'll throw up red flags, and it'll give them some cause for concern. If you act offensively and you come charging right back at them, that'll be a problem too. Some people have these fancy little approaches. Is this one of those pyramid things? Oh, you mean pyramid? Like every corporation in the world? Is that what you mean? Is this a Ponzi scheme? Oh, you mean like the U.S. government? That kind of Ponzi scheme? Because they heard that in some seminar, it sounded really cool. So they decide that they're going to be offensive and just, Person says, I'm not sure if I have the time. Oh, stop it. Are you watching television? Are you listening to the radio? You have all kinds of time. Show me your calendar. Knock it off. You think I'm joking. Some of you you're so filled up with your ambition that you can't help yourself. Because you've convinced yourself, everybody has time. You can't wait for the opportunity to pounce on them. So offensive is just as bad as defensive. What you need to do is act as a consultant. You're going to ask some questions. You're going to guide them. What would a consultant do if you were not going to be their upline? Okay? If they were going to join another company and they were asking some questions, how would you respond? You'd say, well, don't do it, he says. Don't do it. Come with my company. No, how would you respond? You'd say, well, what are you looking for? Are you passionate about this? How could this help you? Is this really an objection for you? Really? Is it something that you think you can get past? How could you do it? Act as a consultant to help a person get a result. That's what the professionals do. Consultants aren't acting defensively because they're trying to help somebody get a result. They're not acting offensively because they're trying to help somebody get a result. That's it. The goal is education and understanding. That's the goal. It's not about getting them. So when the question, the objection comes up, just remember your goal. The goal is education and understanding. The best approach in all of these cases, and you're going to find all objections fall into just two categories. Two. Not 200, two. As far as I know. Maybe there's more, but I think there's two. The best approach is to relate to them. When you say to somebody, listen, I know, I understand, I felt it, I can totally understand that, that makes sense, that sounds smart, I looked at that too, I evaluated that too, let me tell you what I learned, let me tell you what I learned from other people, let me tell you what I heard, let me tell you what I experienced. Relating to them, letting them know that they're not crazy, that they're smart, that they're intelligent, that asking questions is a good good way to understand something and fully get your arms around it. Some of you get so frazzled with the objection that you stop relating to people. And you start either being defensive or offensive. Understand? Got it? All right, let's talk about the two categories. Category number one. The prospect has limiting belief in their abilities. They don't think they could do it. They don't think they know anybody. They don't think they have the money. They don't think they have the time. They don't think something about themselves. They have a limiting belief in their own abilities to be successful. Category number one. Category number two, they have a limiting belief in network marketing. I don't think there's another category. There may be, but I don't think so. Give me an objection. Distrust? Limiting belief in network marketing. Give me another objection. It's a scam, network marketing. Don't have the money, number one. I got to talk to my wife, number one. Sorry? To believe in other people. Don't believe they can help get other people to do something, number one. Yep. Don't believe in you, that really is tied to network marketing. It's not for them, number one. Not a salesperson, number one. Don't miss business and friendship, number two. Huh? Can't find people, number one. Do you get that? I love network marketing, but your company is undercapitalized. I've never gotten that one, but maybe you do. But that's going to be about network marketing again, right? What's the basis of that question is, I'm afraid the company's not going to be around, so I'm afraid that network marketing companies disappear. Right? Number two. Anybody think of any others that don't fit? Yeah. I don't want to make money off other people. Number two, limiting belief about network marketing. Yeah. I'm satisfied in my current position. Number one. For sure. I mean, well, maybe both. Satisfied in my current position isn't a real objection, really. There's nobody that's completely satisfied. They're just throwing that out there to say, okay, what can I say? So they'll say, okay. Yes? Market saturated, number two. Don't have time, number one. It's a scam, number two. Only people at the top make money, number two. My family, what? My family disowned me, number two. Or number one, too, also. I don't need the money, baloney. All right, we got it, right? We got it. There's more objections, but there's only two categories. So you either have to help them with their limiting beliefs about their abilities or their limiting beliefs about network marketing. And in both cases, you're going to be asking some questions. You're going to be responding in a way with a goal of education and understanding, not about being smart, being right, sounding intelligent, being a big shot. You're acting as a consultant. That's what you do. It was interesting to me, and I'd never really gotten it down to these two categories till I wrote the book. I went, there's only two. Really? And